I'm Professor Abha Sharma and I'm back with the discussion of literary theory. I've got a request to do a video lecture on ecocriticism. Ecocriticism is a very new literary theory. It is still in its infancy. Let's divide the word ecocriticism. What do you mean by eco? Eco is ecology. And what do you mean by ecology? Ecology means the environment, the surroundings, nature, animate or inanimate, living or non-living, biotic or non-biotic. Everything comes under ecology. It's a very vast entity. It cannot be defined so easily, and man cannot live in isolation. All the chemical or the physical entities are all included in ecology. So he has ever felt the need of the surroundings, the trees, leaves, animals, fruits, everything, big or small. And also, when he started writing, he felt the need of the environment. Right from Chaucer to Shakespeare, to Hardy, to Frost, Wordsworth, and so many others. I just cannot name because all the writers, most of them, they include the studies of nature. They express through the different entities of nature. Chaucer, in his Canterbury Tales, says that April is the best month when the pilgrims decide to go on a pilgrimage. Because it is spring season, neither too hot nor too cold. And again, T.S. Eliot, in his Wasteland, cursed April because it's the spring season. It brings the life back in man and therefore making him guilty of his evil acts. We have Shakespearean plays like King Lear, where he has given the instance of the storm in the storm scene, where the internal turmoil of the king's mind is shown through the external entity that is storm. Again, in Tempest, the title itself is being taken from the ecology, or say the environment or nature. Wordsworth is the biggest example, who has written every word, whether physical or philosophical. He has taken the help of nature to express the complete life of man. Again, Robert Frost, he takes the philosophical aspect. In his poem Birches, he says that it's good to escape from life by climbing up the birches. But then he loves to come back because earth is the right place to live. In his Stopping by Woods, he says that woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, miles to go before I sleep, miles to go before I sleep. Again, the aim of life should not be forgotten. This world is beautiful, metaphorically used, that there are so many distractions. Beauty around you through nature. He has his other poems, Apple Picking and Mending Wall, all connected to nature. Thomas Hardy, in his Wessex poems, and also in his main novel, The Return of the Native, he personifies Egdon Heath, the surroundings, more like man. Then Keats, in his Ode to Autumn, it is the only example in literature that the poem has all the senses expressed in the poems, all the five senses: sense of sight through the beauty of autumn, sense of smell through the poppy flowers, sense of taste through those fruits which are sweet up to the core, and the nuts, sense of touch because of the wax and honey, and sense of hearing. You have so many examples in it, right from that red-breast robin whistling sparrows twittering, and then young sheep bleating, and the gnats and grasshoppers making different sounds to produce music. Let's come to the technical aspect of ecocriticism. The first person to use ecocriticism was William Rueckert in the essay Literature and Ecology, 1978. The work was devoted on the studies of Rachael Carson's The Silent Spring in 1962, written in 1962. So this title, The Silent Spring, is metaphorically used, and now Rueckert's work is devoted on all the ecological factors used in the literary work. Ecocriticism is the study of literature and environment with the interdisciplinary point of view. The critics here, they try to evaluate the text which has got the environmental concerns, and they're trying to find out in what way and in what form the writer has used nature or the surroundings in his work. This brings in mind the work of George Orwell, Animal Farm. All the animals are personified, they are given human nature, and with the help of the surroundings and these animals, Orwell has tried his concern of humanity. Environmental studies can also be called as green studies or ecopolitics. They are less political. They have more of moral and philosophical views. Even our films are full of the symbols taken from the environment, the flowers, colors, birds, animals, trees. They're all used in depicting human emotion. The main critic of ecocriticism is Cheryl Clotfelty. There are some more critics also, but then all these critics, they think that the environment or the nature instigate man to express. They help the man in expression by their examples. When a man sees a rose, he is full of love. The rose has become the symbol of love, the expression of sensuousness. Therefore, all the entities have got different symbols. Therefore, they aid the writing of the authors. Since 1990, Clotfelty is the professor of literature and environment. And in this way, all these critics are helping to bring this theory up, the literary theory of ecocriticism.
There are many recent eco-critical works like Ecopoetics, The Language of Nature, The Nature of Language by Scott Knickerbocker, 2012. Ecocritics and other literary scholars interested in the environment have tended to examine writings that pertain directly to nature and to focus on subject matter more than expression. So in this book, the writer argues that it is time for the next step in ecocriticism. Scholars need to explore the figurative and oral capacity of language to evoke the natural world in powerful ways. Race and Nature from Transcendentalism to the Harlem Renaissance by Paul Otka, 2008. This book examines a neglected but centrally important issue in critical race studies and ecocriticism, the issue of environmental racism. In Ecology Without Nature, Timothy Morton argues that the chief stumbling block to environmental thinking is the image of nature itself. Ecological writers propose a new worldview, but their very zeal to preserve the natural world leads them away from the nature they have seen. The problem is a symptom of the ecological catastrophe in which we are living. Morton sets out a seeming paradox. To have a properly ecological view, we must relinquish the idea of nature once and for all. Back to nature, the green and the real in the late Renaissance, Robert Watson 2009. Sweeping across scholarly disciplines, Back to Nature shows that from the moment of their conception, modern ecological and epistemological anxieties were conjoined twins. Urbanization, capitalism, Protestantism, colonialism, revived skepticism, empirical science, and optical technologies conspired to alienate people from both the earth and reality itself in the 17th century. Literary and visual arts explored the resulting cultural wounds, expressing the pain and proposing some ingenious cures.
I have tried to bring out few points on ecocriticism. If you like my effort, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, explore our website www.miraclewebstore.com. Until I deliver the next video lecture, stay in touch, take care, bye bye. Thank you so much.